trusted news source, ABC6 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. We start with the weather as we take a live look outside this afternoon with our sky cam. Some clouds in the sky and cooler temperatures too. Chelsea's in the Weather Center with your first forecast. Hi, Chelsea.
Hey, Doreen. Yeah, it's been a cooler morning out there and a cooler afternoon, especially when we think back to just a couple days ago. We had such warm temperatures outside. Right now, we're in the low 60s range. Breeze out of the east around 8 miles per hour. That breeze from the east-northeast is going to continue to keep us feeling cool today. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be in the low 60s right now. We're going to be gradually warming into the upper 60s as we head into this afternoon, but quite a change from even just yesterday. Yesterday, we made it into the mid-70s range. Today, we're running about 5 to 10 degrees cooler. Satellite radar image shows you clouds from this morning continuing to thin out. Inland spots are getting brighter and brighter. We'll see more and more sunshine as the afternoon progresses, and we'll continue to see temperatures in the upper 60s today. Doreen?
Chelsea, thank you. On Smith Hill today, lawmakers in both the House and Senate will vote on legalizing recreational marijuana today. The bill would decriminalize sale and possession of up to an ounce of pot for anyone 21 or older. It would also toss past convictions for marijuana-related crimes that would now not be crimes. Legalized recreational marijuana sales would start December 1st under the proposal and be taxed and regulated by the state. In our schools now, the East Greenwich School Committee will vote tonight on a new policy designed to better protect student athletes. The policy was designed after former EG High School assistant volleyball coach Donovan Baker was fired, accused of targeting the entire JV team, sending text messages and Snapchats at all hours of the day and forcibly trying to kiss girls while they were in high school. The school department also fired the head coach. Tonight's meeting starts at 7. And an update on investigations is on the agenda at the North Kingstown School Committee meeting tonight. The school district now looking into 3 additional allegations of misconduct as it continues to handle fallout from the Aaron Thomas investigation. The school department's attorney, Matthew Oliverio, is conducting the investigations. His first 2 reports on alleged naked fat checks by Thomas led to the resignation of the superintendent and the assistant superintendent. Tonight's meeting starts at 6 o'clock at the high school. And kids in Providence are back in mass at school today under a new mandate issued by school leaders. Officials say Providence schools reported 60 positive COVID cases per day last week. New guidance on end-of-the-year events is also expected in the coming days. The mandate is expected to be reevaluated as new case data comes in. And now to those Boston Celtics in the playoffs. Coming into last night, the C's hadn't lost back-to-back playoffs game, and they kept that streak alive with a big win over the Miami Heat. Jason Tatum leading the way with 31 points. Boston jumped out with a 26-4 lead, keeping control and cruising to a 102-82 victory. The series now heads back to South Beach with the Eastern Conference Finals tied at 2 games apiece. Game 5 is Wednesday night at 8:30. And now to a focus on your health today. A stray starburst under the cabinet, a lost M&M in the couch, to a toddler finding old candy is a delicious surprise. But families can really run into trouble when their young children mistake missing medications for sweets. With more, here's ABC's M. Wynn.
Every year, 40 to 50,000 young children go to the emergency room because they got into a medication left within reach. Many drugs can be extremely toxic or even deadly to toddlers given their small size. The CDC has a few ways to keep your children safe. First, store medications on high surfaces, out of reach and out of sight. Get down at your children's height to see the room from their level and see what's accessible from their perspective. Next, talk to your child about the dangers of medication. Be clear that many pills that look like candy are not candy at all. And lastly, keep medication in their original child-resistant containers. The locking mechanisms are designed to prevent young hands and curious minds away and safe. With this Medical Minute, I'm M. Wynn, ABC News.
Well, still come here at noon. The White House still working to clarify President Biden's comments on Taiwan, remarks that have really overshadowed his Asia trip. Plus, China restricting tourism, so Airbnb is shutting down listings. And the new look for Instagram, the changes you'll see on your feed. Right now at noon, developing news on a massive fire in Newport. More than 100 firefighters from more than a half dozen communities continue their efforts in putting out a 4-alarm fire. These flames breaking out last night at the Wayfinder Hotel. And right now, the Newport Fire Department is still working to try and get everything under control. Dozens of hotel guests are displaced. ABC6 News reporter Yanni Tregellis has been on the scene for us all morning as those firefighters continue their efforts. Good afternoon, Yanni.
Yeah, good afternoon, Doreen. As you can see, 16 hours later, crews still on scene here at the Wayfinder Hotel here in Newport. And you can see some of the extensive damage to the exterior of the building all around. Now, we're told that none of the guests inside of the hotel were injured in the flames, but there were 3 firefighters that suffered some injuries. And now crews, they are going to be working all throughout the day today to try to control some of the hot spots. This was the scene of the 4-alarm fire that broke out at the Wayfinder Hotel in Newport Monday night. 3 firefighters injured in the blaze, including one falling through a floorboard.
We could not get to between the floors. Like I said, once the floor collapses happened, all members were pulled from the building for safety.
Guests staying in the hotel say they had no clue the building was on fire until first responders arrived.
I heard all the fire trucks, but the alarms weren't going off on the far side.
Nearby neighbors tell ABC6 they were in shock when they looked outside to see the hotel in flames.
Start to smell some fire, and I didn't really think anything of it. Walked outside and could see the flames from our parking lot of the condo complex next door.
Fire officials say the fire started on the right side of the hotel before spreading into the central part of the building. All guests inside were safely evacuated before being placed in other hotels across the area, including Calling Lati, who is now staying in a nearby Holiday Inn.
So this side was all on fire. It looked like it started from an electrical fire, but it looked like it was out, but then the whole thing went up in flames, and that's when the roof caved in.
In a statement released to ABC6, the co-owner of the Wayfinder Hotel, Phil Hospod, called Monday night's events awful, saying, quote, "We are deeply grateful for the Newport Fire Department and all the surrounding communities that responded. With the support of all the first responders and our local community members, we can confirm that all employees and guests were safely evacuated. Crews were able to stop the flames from spreading throughout the whole building, and efforts to put out remaining hotspots and flare-ups continued throughout the morning hours Tuesday. But with damage having spread through most of the building, fire officials don't expect to be able to salvage the 200-room hotel."
I would consider it a complete loss at this point. We've been here, like I said, shortly after 8 o'clock, and just exterior streams, defensive tactics, dumping water on the building.
And crews from the Newport Fire Department still remaining on scene today, and we're told that they are expected to be here throughout the entire day, trying to contain some of those hotspots and flare-ups from the outside. They will not be going back inside the building. As for the cause of the fire last night, that still remains undetermined at this time. Live in Newport, Yanni Tregellis, ABC6 News.
All right, Yanni, thank you. And now to the White House, again continuing to clarify the president's remarks about Taiwan, maintaining that the U.S. will adhere to its longstanding policy of assisting Taiwan in defending itself should China attack. ABC's Justin Finch reports.
On the final day of his Asia trip, President Biden pressed again Tuesday on his earlier remarks about a U.S. military defense of Taiwan in the event of aggression from China. Those comments seemingly a departure from the U.S.'s long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity or avoiding direct intervention into matters involving China and Taiwan.
Mr. President, is the policy of strategic ambiguity towards Taiwan dead?
No.
Could you explain?
No.
Mr. President, would you send troops to Taiwan if China invaded?
Policy has not changed at all. I stated that when I made my statement.
The president appearing to walk back remarks made just yesterday, but those comments mark the 3rd time in 10 months he's talked openly about the possibility of the U.S. responding militarily if China were to attack Taiwan. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin also questioned.
Is the U.S. making a commitment to send troops to defend Taiwan in the event of an invasion by China?
As the president said, our one China policy has not changed. To help provide Taiwan the means to defend itself.
Closing the president's Asia tour, a meeting of the Quad. Biden joining the leaders of Japan, Australia, and India. The president and Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also meeting separately as India faces increasing criticism for its neutral stance on Russia's war in Ukraine. Back to that controversy over Taiwan. China's foreign ministry spokesperson warning the U.S. today that no force in the world, including the U.S., can stop China from achieving national reunification. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
All right, coming up, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band back together after 6 years. Find out when that tour hits the U.S. And the FDA warning against a popular hack to keep avocados fresh. Where that fake tip comes from and what the risks are, coming up. Welcome back. In consumer news today, you won't find Airbnb options in China anymore. Business in the country has been on the decline because of all the COVID-19 lockdowns. So starting this summer, the home sharing company will be taking down its listings there. However, Airbnb says it will still keep its office in Beijing up and running. Instagram's branding gets a new look. Its slightly tweaked new logo and typeface are supposed to help create, quote, more immersive and inclusive experiences. Users can choose from several different fonts. And Google Assistant is now available on Samsung's Galaxy Watch 4. Users will have to access Google Pay, Maps, and YouTube. The update comes just weeks after Samsung said support would arrive by summer. And TikTok is launching a new program this week that will allow creators to generate recurring revenue. Viewers can pay to subscribe to specific live streams, similar to how it's done on rival sites like Twitch. Fans will have access to subscriber-only chats, custom emotes, emojis, badges, and other perks as well. Speaking of TikTok, the Food and Drug Administration is warning against a popular food preservation tip on TikTok. The hack involves storing whole avocados in a bottle of water in the fridge, which users claim can keep the fruit fresh for weeks. However, the FDA says the tactic can harbor bacteria, including salmonella, so the FDA is warning against trying this viral hack. And in entertainment news today, The Boss is heading back on the road. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band will start an international tour next year. It starts with a number of yet-to-be-announced dates in the U.S., then continues to Europe. A second North American tour leg is scheduled to begin in August. It's been 6 years since Springsteen and the E Street Band performed in concert.
And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Chelsea Priest.
Well, we've had a lot of clouds across the area this morning, but the sunshine is starting to pop through and will get brighter and brighter as the day progresses, but it's cooler today. Those temperatures right now are only in the low 60s. You remember just a couple days ago, we had upper 80s and 90s out there over the weekend. Yesterday, we still made it into the mid 70s, and now today, low to mid 60s out there. Certainly feeling much cooler. There's some 50s out towards the Cape and out towards the islands where temperatures are even a few degrees cooler. Now, typically this time of year, we should be at least making it into the low 70s. So today, right now, we're running below average. Our sunset this evening at 8:07 p.m. We're going to see temperatures coming up another few degrees as we get into a bit more sunshine and as that breeze starts to calm down just a bit. But for the moment, we do have that breeze coming in from the east-northeast, about 5 to 15 miles per hour. And with a breeze from the east-northeast, it typically brings in some cooler temperatures. Those water temps are still really chilly. Plus the cloud coverage from this morning is going to be a little while before we completely start to see things improving. You're looking at temperatures kind of hovering around 70 for today, for tomorrow, for Thursday, just slightly cooler than average. It looks like we'll come up into the mid to maybe even upper 70s by late in the weekend and into the start of next week. But overall, we're not talking about 80s and 90s for our Memorial Day weekend. Here's the loop over the past 6 hours. We've had a lot of clouds in place early this morning. At this point, though, cloud coverage continues to push down towards the southeast. Inland locations getting brighter, Providence starting to get brighter, and all of us will get into more sunshine as the day progresses. Much wider view shows you quite a bit of rain down to our south, but this system stays to our south. It continues to push south and eventually east out to sea. And again, we're getting into more sunshine for the afternoon, clear conditions overnight, and relatively dry conditions for the next couple of days. I want to give you a quick update on the tropics. We haven't quite talked about tropical weather just yet. Hurricane season begins on June 1st, but this morning, National Hurricane Center put out their forecast for the season, and we are looking at a forecasted above average season with 14 to 21 named storms. Average is 14, so on the higher end there. Hurricanes 6 to 10 and the potential for major hurricanes 3 to 6. Now, all that being said, it just takes that one hurricane to hit where you are, and that's the impact that you feel. So these forecasts come out, but of course, hurricane season begins June 1st, and I'm sure we'll see some activity picking up from there. Futurecast shows you the rain that's down to our south, staying south and pushing off to the east. We have clear, cool conditions overnight. Temperatures dip down to the upper 40s by tomorrow morning. Tomorrow looks mostly sunny. Highs hover around 70 degrees. A similar setup for Thursday. You'll notice more clouds increasing as we head into our Memorial Day weekend. I don't think we have soaking rain, but at least the first half of that long weekend isn't looking the best. There's clouds, there's some showers coming into play. Of course, it's still early, and we'll hopefully get some improvements by later into the Memorial Day weekend forecast. Upper 60s today. We'll get into more sunshine for the afternoon, but it is a cooler day out there, and we'll have cool temperatures overnight, dipping down to the upper 40s by early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow looks mostly sunny. It'll be a seasonable day with highs around 70 degrees. 7-day forecast shows temps hovering around 70 the next couple of days. More clouds, though, as we head into the end of the week and into the upcoming long weekend. Temperatures make it back into the mid to maybe even upper 70s, slightly warmer than average, but it looks a little rainy into Friday into Saturday. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thank you. Pick of the litter is coming up next. Today we meet Nitro, a 2-year-old pup with lots of energy. And by the way, the staff just loves him. The details next.
Pick of the Litter, brought to you by Moriarty's Invisible Fence.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for Pick of the Litter. You guys have brought Nitro with you here today. And Nitro is a bit of a special dog. He's got some special circumstances and things we need to work with him, right?
Yeah, Nitro comes with a story.
Okay.
So he is typical of at least half of the dogs that we see at the RISPCA. And we see over 1,000 animals a year.
Wow.
He was purchased from a breeder. He's about 2 years old. Typical backyard breeder situation in Rhode Island. He's got sort of funky back legs. He can't climb stairs. He's got a deformed tail. He's got a nice personality, but he's got everything wrong with him. He's got skin allergies. And we take these dogs and we try to work with them as best we can, but we really need to find special people for them.
Sure.
So this is a dog for an adult-only home.
Okay.
Someone who's experienced because he's so powerful and needs some training. He's going to be a tough one for us, but we're going to go the distance for him and see if we can find him a home.
He'll be a challenge for a certain situation, but I'm sure somebody with the experience and is looking for a nice dog. He's 2 years old. He's got a whole big life to live ahead of him.
Well, and typical of many of these overbred dogs, he's a pretty animal. He really is attractive, but they breed them to a point where they can't function.
Yeah.
So he's functional, but needs some TLC for his entire life.
Okay, he needs a little extra care. So hopefully we can find the absolute perfect home, check all the boxes for Nitro, and get him a happy home. If you're interested in taking Nitro on, you can contact the RSPCA. It's 401-438-8150. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right, still to come here at noon, the return of a moving memorial for our fallen soldiers. We've got your details on Boots on the Ground. Plus, Chelsea has another look at your afternoon forecast right after this. Well, ahead of Memorial Day weekend, Operation Stand Down Rhode Island is busy setting up its annual Boots on the Ground for Heroes Memorial at Fort Adams. Almost 7,000 combat boots with flags, each representing the life of a U.S. service member killed in action post 9/11 in the global war on terror. It opens to the public Friday morning, and this is a favorite event by so many. It truly brings you right to the spirit, Chelsea, of what Memorial Day weekend is truly all about.
I know, always incredible to see and all the work that they put in. Rain or shine, hopefully we can get some shine into the holiday weekend. What we are looking at is some sunshine that'll come back later this afternoon. Temperatures are in the upper 60s today, so it's a cooler day. We're going to hover right around 70 degrees for today, tomorrow, and Thursday as well. Warm up a bit into the weekend, not quite as warm as last weekend. We're looking at temps that'll come up into the mid-70s. There's a lot of clouds around Friday and Saturday with some scattered showers too. Doreen?
All right, Chelsea, thank you. And thank you for joining us for ABC6 News at noon. The news continues first at 4. Have a great afternoon, everybody.
Pick of the litter, brought to you by Moriarty's Invisible Fence.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for Pick of the Litter. You guys have brought Nitro with you here today. And Nitro is a bit of a special dog. He's got some special circumstances and things we need to work with him, right?
Yeah, Nitro comes with a story.
Okay.
So he is typical of at least half of the dogs that we see at the RISPCA. And we see over 1,000 animals a year.
Wow.
He was purchased from a breeder. He's about 2 years old. Typical backyard breeder situation in Rhode Island. He's got sort of funky back legs. He can't climb stairs. He's got a deformed tail. He's got a nice personality, but he's got everything wrong with him. He's got skin allergies. And we take these dogs and we try to work with them as best we can, but we really need to find special people for them.
Sure.
So this is a dog for an adult-only home.
Okay.
Someone who's experienced because he's so powerful and needs some training. He's going to be a tough one for us, but we're going to go the distance for him and see if we can find him a home.
He'll be a challenge for a certain situation, but I'm sure somebody with the experience and is looking for a nice dog. He's 2 years old.